Today's video is about the largest SPAC deal ever. Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Yeah.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not. What's the crack, everyone? Welcome back to Buy Wholesale. I hope you are all well. Before we get into today's topic, just want to remind everyone I'm not a financial advisor. You must do your own checks and due diligence, of course. Everything I'm telling you is just my own thoughts. Secondly, get me on the Instagram, guys. I've done the live £1,000 invested last week. You can keep up to date with how those transactions are going. It's a bit of a sort of beginner portfolio for everybody to learn from. Dividend plays, all that exciting stuff. Go into the archives and check out all about that. Also, check out in the bio the link to my recent Writers articles, a good read about memes and all that jazz. I'm not going to go into it. I don't want to bore all my regular subscribers, but it is a good read. Make sure to check out all this great stuff and all the other videos in the archives. Without further ado, let's get into today's topic. The biggest SPAC deal, guys. Huge news. You know I'm a fan of the SPACs. Go out, check out the recent ones. We've got a couple on the go at the minute. We've got the Foley merger going on, with the Apex merger going on. We've got the IPOE merger going on. So I love my mergers, guys. I've been a big fan of them previously, and I love mergers, baby. Stuff that is exciting. I believe that if you get in early in mergers, it's guaranteed gain. So here's another one that's been out since about September, but this is where it's starting to heat up. I've opened up my position last week. I'm telling you about it now. I've done the due diligence. I've done the check-in. I'm pumped. Let's go. Okay, so the ticker symbol is GHVI, and that's Gores Holdings, and it's merging with Matterport. So what is Matterport? Well, firstly, they create virtual spaces. Now, I recently moved into this house, as many of you will know from my very first video, that I've only moved in here in November. So there's actually a lot of online estate agents, and this is what kind of triggered, and this is what made me think this SPAC would be actually really good. A lot of the online estate agents were offering virtual tours. What that is pretty much is going in, taking camera pictures 360 of this room, so I can see this room as it is via a computer, via a laptop, via your phone. Obviously you can put on VR headset and really be in the elements, and I have tried all these things. So this is a field that I'm passionate about, and like every stock that I talk about, guys, it's something that I feel passionate about and I'm very likely to invest in, and this is definitely one that I'm going to invest in. So up till now, guys, recently enough, they had to go in with professional cameras, check out all the different angles, really provide this stuff for top quality businesses. But now they've been able to develop software that you can use just on your phone, so they can literally, any smartphone, download the software and go in, follow the instructions, and voila, you have a virtual walkthrough of your house, of a business. That's what's exciting about this here. Alright, so if we go back on the website, you've seen some of the stuff there while I was speaking, but if we actually go onto the website, I just want to touch on a few things. So we talked about the whole pandemic and how that would work for the likes of car showrooms, jewellery places. We've also seen the likes of retail, shopping, clothes, and these are kind of things you can do. Walk around, click on different items, it'll bring up price, it'll bring up details, everything that you would get on the website, but you can actually visualize it and just see it out in the shop and just give it a different experience. 75% of shoppers are more interested in shopping in 3D. You can train your employees faster, you can do a bit of pandemic proofing and stuff like that, which is, like I said, maximizing the opportunity that we have. Obviously, previously being an estate agent myself, I'm obviously quite biased to the real estate. Back then, sort of 6-7 years ago when I was one, you used to go around with photographs and take them on your phone, and you would go around and do sort of walk around recordings of a rental or whatever, and all those things did aid to find tenants. So if that was then, and the way technology is, I can most certainly see people using this technology, not only just for the photographs, but also for measurements, being able to review the house. Every month you would do monthly inspections, check an eye on the property, condition reports, getting tenants to sign those, and all that. It just makes that whole thing so much easier. And that also falls into insurance, being able to go around and check for damages, what the condition was like beforehand. Even for, if you scroll right down here, insurance carriers, they can see the damage that was done, the way it was, estimate, money payouts quicker. For building site as quantity surveyor, people have to go to site, make adjustments to walls, doors don't fit, being able to do this all through online, through MERGER, it's just crazy. And then this year, forensics professionals, to be able to capture crime scenes in 360, someone could actually put a headset on and be back in, live in that moment. It's crazy what that could do as well. Photography is where it kind of started, architect, engineering, construction, the models, BIM, AutoCAD, all that's been out. That's massive now, 3D modeling. So that's been going on for ages. But these other types of things that we're starting to see now, like I said, the retail's really ramped it up, but also the travel and hospitality sector, that was very much. If you went on TripAdvisor, there's many good quality websites and good quality hotels using this type of software. So I think that sells Matterport. I think it's a good product. It's going to go big. I understand why it's the biggest merger. We know about Gores. I'll speak about them just at the end, but I think this thing is really set up to be a good merger. A lot of hype, people want to be a part of it. I'm going to do my usual play and swing trade in it, but I think that this will naturally get a good rise up, and I think we're getting in at a good price. So if we bounce on the routers, make sure to check out my article while you're on there as well, guys. Don't forget. But billionaire Gores backs Matterport listing with 2.9 billion blank check deal. So on February the 8th, routers reported Matterport Inc., which makes 3D cameras. There's actually a typo there on the Reuters article, which is poor. But anyway, for virtual tours of real estate will go public through a merger with a blank check firm backed by billionaire Alex Gorg in a deal that values the combined entity of 2.9 billion. The company said on Monday. The deal with Gores Holding is expected to provide 640 million in proceeds to Matterport, including a private investment of 295 million from investors Tiger Global Management, Dragoneer Investment, Fidelity Management and Research. Big investors, guys, especially Tiger Global Management. These are big players. And as I've already touched on, the COVID-19 pandemic has caused a spike in demand. Yes, naturally, but as I said, I don't think that's just a spike that'll go back. I think people will see the benefit to this already. So in last May, the company introduced the Matterport Capture, an iPhone app to enable users to scan spaces through their phones without the aid of a 3D camera. So that's the new big product, because the outlay for these cameras can be very dear. Yes, you can get reasonable ones, but to do it right, the products that they're selling, they are expensive. To do it now on your phone for listings, these is perfect for real estate, even shop floor. You don't need the highest quality, best spec. I mean, the phones nowadays are one hell of a piece of kit. Brilliant. This is the biggest SPAC ever, and if you go on the websites, even like the NASDAQ, the SPAC could be the best stock of the decade. That's a hell of a thing to say, you know what I mean? Don't think I need to hype this product up anymore. It's hot. Definitely look into it, guys. Definitely look into it. So even if we look here, a growth stock for the next decade, bear in mind these are only projections, so it doesn't mean anything, but this is what the kind of thing that they're aiming for. $747 million in revenue and 73% gross margin in 2025, up from an estimated 86 million in revenue from 2020 and a 56 gross margin. So if we just jump on Yahoo Finance quickly, then we can see here 1640. It finished that on Friday. Now this is coming to use on Tuesday, so the market will be opening up, or just has opened up. I'm hoping that it's going to go down now that I've done my proper due diligence. I initially bought a small part of what I was thinking about, but I wanted to do the full checks, and I've done that now. So now I'm happy enough to open up even a bigger position, but I'm hoping that on Tuesday it does fall down so I can actually get in at a lower price. But either way, I will be adding to my position over this week and riding this up till the merger. The merger is due to be announced any day now, probably in the next fortnight, I would imagine. It was due to complete in the first quarter, so it needs to be announced pretty soon. So here you go, guys. You can see it's had one decent rise sort of over the last week or two. We're up 60% on the highs, and then we're dipped a bit here, sort of lost about 10%. So ideally I would like to be getting this in and around 15, and that's what I'll be aiming for. So hopefully it pulls back when it opens up, but we've probably got about a month. So yeah, I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do a nice wee swing trade in this, guys, and then I'll be adding back in after the merger. We bit about Gores Group as well, guys. These guys are huge, been around since about 1987. They're £4 billion invested, and they've done over 120 mergers, guys. These guys know what they're doing, so I have every faith in them being able to deliver this, and I have every faith that the product that they're delivering, merging with, is very, very good. So yes, there's a bit of competition out there, Zillow and so on and so forth. There's loads of them, but they're taking a huge market cap on this here, and I really believe that this one could be one to go forward with. So that's the video, guys. I hope you have found it informative. If you have please subscribe, do all that jazz. It really helps me out. I'll keep the videos coming. Definitely opening a position, a larger position in this here. I've only got a little tiny toe in the water, but this week coming, when the market opens up, I'm going to go balls deep in this here, and I'm going to ride this merger up right up until the date. So it's due to complete in Q1. Fingers crossed we get the date soon and the thing will just throw up. Please leave your comments in below. I'd like to get your thoughts and what your opinions are on this here. Any feedback is very much appreciated, and until next time,
Coincidence.
Coincidence.
Something that happens by chance, I think not.